Hi everyone, my name is Morgan, and today we're going to be talking about eye color. Eye color is one of the most noticeable traits that we see when we meet a new person, and I have a particular interest in eye color because I have a eye color mutation called sectoral heterochromia, where part of my left eye is blue and part of it is brown. So let's dive in. First, we're going to talk about the genetics and science behind eye color. And then, second, we are going to discuss the populations of eye color throughout the world. And third, we're going to discuss eye color rarities. So, eye color is determined by two different genes that are located on our 15th chromosome. It is the OCR2 gene and the HERC2 gene, and those two directly interact to determine how much melanin is produced, which results in either blue or brown eyes. And according to the Cleveland Medical Clinic, the iris itself, which is the part of your eye that is your eye color, that is a double layered tissue that it depends on how much melanin you have in each layer that determines your eye color. So if you have more melanin in both layers, you're going to have brown eyes. You have less melanin in one, you're going to have green or hazel. And then when you don't have much melanin at all in either layer, typically results in blue eyes. So now let's talk about the populations of eye color throughout the world. It is a bit difficult to determine eye color throughout the world just because of how, you know, different mutations and, her genetics are inherited. But according to the National Library of Medicine, 79% of the world population has brown eyes. About 8 to 10% have blue eyes. Hazel eyes accounts for about 5%, and green eyes are pretty rare, so those are about 2% of the world population. And as I mentioned previously, it is a little difficult to determine, eye color based off of, a continent or country. But according to a poll by the World Population Review in 2024, brown eyes are most typically found in Asia, Africa, West Asia, and portions of Europe, specifically Southern Europe. Blue eyes are typically found in the Scandinavian regions as well as Northern Europe. And then green eyes are typically associated with Western Europe and the United States. And then hazel eyes are typically most found within the United States. And so now let's talk about some eye color rarities. I'm going to be discussing heterochromia and albinism. So, heterochromia is when the two genes that were mentioned previously, there is a mutation, and so it disrupts melanin production within your iris. So, there are three different types of heterochromia, according to medical doctors Jane Leonard and Alana Biggers. The first type is central heterochromia, where it is just a two-layer ring of different colors within the iris. Sectoral heterochromia, when just a portion of the iris is a different color, and complete heterochromia, where you would have two different colored eyes. So you see people typically have one brown or one blue, or brown and a green eye. And now talking about albinism on a completely different spectrum, albinism is the complete lack of melanin entirely within the iris. So on the Mayo Clinic's webpage on albinism, it occurs when there's a complete lack of melanin, and actually because the blood vessels are then reflected within the iris, it presents the illusion of having red eyes. So, in conclusion, we talked about the genetics behind eye color and what genes are associated with it, the different populations of eye color and where they're found throughout the world, as well as different eye color rarities. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you find eye color as interesting as I do, because it's something that affects everyone. We all have eye color, and I hope that you learned something new today. Thank you.